Hello, beautiful people, my wonderful fire family. The Ivy Phoenix here. It is late or early, depending on how you look at it. But I can't sleep. Excuse me, worth a lick. And I had to ask Spirit, why? 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 And of course, I got an answer. So at first, I was messaging my friend. For any iPhone users out there, I don't know if you all may be like this too. I just have like, where is it? Okay, got it. Sorry, there was a random piece of hair that was just on my face. Okay, so for any iPhone users out there, me and my friends, if we are trying to get out something, and you don't want the hustle and bustle of a phone call that may not get answered, or to try and text message it all, we use the voice message feature. And so I definitely, kind of already did my electronic journal entry with my friend. And it hit me. I owe you all divine counterpart videos. Videos. Now, I have probably recorded about 8 in the last 3 weeks. For some of you who have been following for a while, and maybe you saw some of the videos where this had happened, I've gotten a new laptop that I'm still, of course, trying to figure out everything on it to make my videos as efficient as possible. And I've been using the iMovie application, and I mean, it's all right. It's been getting the job done, but it closes out a lot more now, and I gotta figure that out. And I'm just sharing that with you because that's also why I've put out, or I've recorded so many videos, but by the time it comes to potentially upload them and things like that, the message has changed, the feelings have changed, and maybe I'll be called to put them up later, but what came out with them is not for right now. I feel that wholeheartedly, and I believe that is primarily why the app would close at some points. And the crazy part is, it will be like when I'm almost done with the reading, like almost done. And usually what I do after I finish recording a video is I will immediately start to upload it, because YouTube has its glitches. I will immediately start to upload it, and then I'll go into my meditative state to prepare for the next video. No, iMovie closes right when I'm about to finish, more times than that. So I give you all that background story to say that I owe you all a message, and I feel as if this message is right on time and will be uploaded accordingly. My beautiful divine counterparts. One thing that has really been catching my attention is that twin flames, divine counterparts, are catching a lot of other people's attention, right? Just like with veganism, just like with working out, just like with fashion trends, just like with anything that's brand spanking new, it catches people's attention. People want to know what it is. People want to see how they relate to it, all those different types of things. New definitions are coming out, and da-da-da-da-da. At the very beginning of creating my YouTube channel, I used to attempt to try and put a label on it too, until I just knew, like, it's an energetic exchange. You know it when you know it. You don't need any further confirmation. You don't need any details on it. It doesn't matter. And I think the biggest thing too is when you try to differentiate, because you have those moments, at least a personal experience I know that I have in the past. I used to have those moments where it's like, are they not, until I no longer cared. Even back then, I think in my videos, I used to talk about him. It no longer matters who the person is. It doesn't. And I know, and it takes a lot of choices, deliberate decisions have to be made. Then life happens, events happen. But I do feel like eventually every divine counterpart gets on that path. And whether that, and my personal philosophy is, I don't believe that the separation is supposed to exist. Not everybody is there, and that's cool. And I think what has irritated me the most is are those individuals who sit up there and just totally say, but this is just straight up wrong, that this is that and this is that. And I'm like, but none of us, as much as we are all created from energy, as much as in a human body we all have bones and muscle and a skin and all that other type of stuff, what makes us think that everybody's journey is the exact same and that everybody fits into a box? It makes it easier, so we think of our human minds, but it does not support what spirituality is. Just like veganism, there's different levels to being vegan. You know, some people don't want to be alkaline or raw and all the other type of stuff. Some people don't want to give up meat. Like, there's levels to all of it. So to those of you that I'm speaking to in this video, it will relate to you or it will not. And so I want to talk about divine feminines first, and where I believe many of you are at this point. I think a lot of you have reached that point of not caring, but perhaps there have been triggers here and there, right? Why? I think that's the big question. It's like I see it as a billboard. Why? Black letters, white background, simply put. Why? Where is the trigger coming from? And if it is coming from external people, why is that triggering you? What is being said that's triggering you? And I really want you to check in with yourself on that. Divine masculines. I don't want to say that I feel for divine feminine counterparts that the triggering is coming from them. It very well could be. And with that, I'm going to switch gears over to the divine masculine's perspective. I know you all are going through some deep stuff. It's your time to catch up now. It's your time to catch up. And you don't know what it looks like. You don't know what it feels like. It's been easier when your counterpart has been carrying the weight. And now I think you really feel like your counterpart is no longer there. No longer waiting for you. No longer literally giving a shit about anything that you are doing. You damn well feel alone. What do you do with that? What do you do when everything that you built up for appearances, as a safety net, as an answer to you avoiding yourself, what do you do when it all comes crumbling down? And it is. I feel like for divine masculines, nothing is making sense. And it's not that it's not making sense because of the divine feminine. Like, you two now, like, outside of the energetic tie, the ones of you that I am speaking to, you have no other connection. It's the only sharing of what is going on is because of the connection itself, because of the telepathy that you two share. all of that. But there's nothing else right now in the 3D that is binding you. And now I think energetically, you feel that that connection is thinner. It's harder to tap into it. And it's literally because the divine feminine is over here and divine masculines, you're over there. So what do? Of course, you all are going to have to make some choices. And I'm going to sit up here and, play play a little bit of an advocate, where I really do hope that you choose yourself, not as you have in the past, not out of selfishness, but I really do hope that you choose yourself to figure out what it is that you want. What do you want? Divine feminines, I'm going to come back to you. What do you want? You have gone through so many different emotions, divine feminines. Do you see where you are standing at the moment? Sure, it's a karmic time. Sure, cycles are closing out. Sure, this decade is about to end. Sure, we're on this new lunar cycle. Like, there's just so many pieces that are playing a role, but don't they always? It just may be a little bit more prominent right now, absolutely, but doesn't it always? Doesn't the time that the messages come out always have a purpose? Because I guarantee more times than not, when you are listening to a message, and even if it was posted a month, a year, whatever it is, when you come to it, does it not fit? So what is it, right? If any of you are expecting for me to talk about karmics, it's no longer about individual entities. It isn't. It is not. It's about self. Checking in with yourself. We talked about this on the last live. What is it that you want? What is it that you want to attract? Live like that already exists. Live as if you could care less if it came in and happened. And I'm not saying that that's a perfect recipe, but more times than not, whether it works in your favor or if it doesn't, because the tie of attachment and expectation is extremely low, you still get to have peace no matter which route it decides to take. And I feel like that's more of where the karmic focus should be coming in, is on how to rectify things within yourself. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot pour from an empty cup. And that emptiness looks different for everybody. Whether it is emotionally investing in things, whether it is how you do, whether it is, how you choose to act. Are you always the one making the phone calls and conceding to things and da la 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 la? It's different for everybody. What fills your cup? That is within your control. And that at the end of the day, if that's all you got, in a 24-hour window, if that is all that you were blessed with, would it be enough? And if it's not, why not? Why not, people? I do feel like in the divine counterpart world, it's secrets. It's secrets. It's secrets that you've been keeping. It's secrets from the other person or the I should say, I'm sorry about that. It's way more about the energetic feel. So for divine feminines, triggers, right? Secrets, the things that you maybe still have not been dealing with, bubbling up to the surface, and then you are feeling other aspects of trying to balance it out. And then the same with the divine masculines. For you all, I think it's external secrets are coming about. And then you are trying to rectify that with the divine feminine energy within yourself. So it's like divine feminines, it is, like you're good with the internal side of things. You're good with that, part of, duality. And now you are trying to rectify it by also implementing it externally. And then divine masculines, those of you who relate more to that type of inner energy, are good with the external stuff. And now you're about to really feel. You're about to really feel. What is it that you two want? And what's that karma? So I will follow this up with a video or two or three. We'll see what comes out. Yeah. What's your why? What do you want? Gabby Phoenix here. Until next time, be blessed.